Gemini. This song Love You, Gemini, best friend. So with that being said, you might be in a situation you're dealing with your best friend, or you're dealing with someone who you thought was your best friend. You thought you could trust this person. You thought you could emotionally invest in this person, but now you may not be receiving emotions from this person. So someone may have invested in you immaturely, or you invested in something immaturely, and now it's like it puts your friendship to the test. You feel me? You know what side of the fence you're on, and that may have put you in a position to pull the truth out of the situation and keep it moving, or put someone in a position to do that with you. Now you pulled the truth out of the situation. Someone pulled the truth out of the situation with you and separated themselves in regards to the space they invested in with Gemini. Now, you may be in a state where you want to express yourself, or someone's in a state where they want to express themselves and invest in you emotionally. So whether you want to invest in a situation emotionally, or someone wants to invest in the situation emotionally with you. Excuse me. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. Yeah, emotionally you're over something that didn't work. You gotten past something. Something in the past was making you weak. Might have been dealing with your best friend, or someone who you thought was your best friend. And it turned out that person was lying to you. Someone who you thought you could trust wasn't being honest with you. And it may have put you in a position. It put you in a certain type of position. It's like once upon a time you were emotionally wounded, or you were emotionally lost over this situation. Whether it's like you didn't want this person to not be your friend, so you thought if you continue to invest in it emotionally, you can mend the relationship, only to find out you can't. So you had to emotionally disconnect. You walked away from something. You got over it and started setting your sights on new horizons, putting yourself in a new direction. Yeah, look, something you invested in, if this is previously, something you invested in was not long term. Ton of coins in reverse. Or just your mentality or relationship. Something you invested in. And it's like you may have turned your back on that, or may have turned your back on something that could have been long term. Because it's like when you were emotionally in a sense of damage, or you were emotionally damaged. When you were emotionally wounded, that shit came out. When you were emotionally wounded over a situation, it was like it's like you kept trying to make something work because you kept seeing this person in your future. It's like it was a celebration when you were hurt, or when you were emotionally damaged over a situation. You were crying over spilled milk, if you will. But now that you turned your back on the situation, maybe dealing with a best friend, now you realize that whatever you were invested in, it wasn't solid to begin with. This wasn't a real friend. This isn't someone's digits. Is a song that's playing for you. It's like someone who you thought you could trust, you realize you can't trust. Look, and now you're no longer accepting the same type of emotions from a space, or from these people, or just from a person. Again, might be dealing with a best friend type situation. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you there, Gemini. You got over something, though. You thought you could trust someone, only to find out you can't. It wasn't a good long-term investment. This person wasn't someone who you could lean on, if you will. And you have to disconnect yourself emotionally. You're no longer accepting feelings from this person. If it's you versus someone outside of you could have emotionally disconnected from a space with you. It's like someone stopped receiving or expressing a certain type of emotions with you. And then that put you in the space to get over something that wasn't solid. So it's like someone stopped investing in you, and that put you in the space to stop investing in something. You feel me? Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. So like let's say it's a relationship type situation. It's like let's say you were talking to somebody. Who you were talking to stopped expressing themselves in a youthful manner or stopped investing in you emotionally. They walked away from the space they shared with you because it was like back to the first song, best friend. You may have been, it's like you were in a relationship and then you had your best friend. And then it's like your partner walked away from you because of your best friend. And then after your partner walked away from you, you realize your best friend wasn't the right type of friend. It wasn't someone you could trust. That type shit. You feel me? Song that's playing is Maybach. Yeah, look, now you can't stop thinking about something. Yeah, but this is justice. Shit, you may be... If your partner walked away from you because of your friends, it's like now you're thinking about the opportunity you missed. Or it's like if you walked away, if it's you versus you walked away from something, you're no longer emotionally expressing or emotionally investing yourself a certain type of way because what you walked away from you don't see as is a good long-term investment. Doesn't make you emotionally happy. But it's like you may be in the space where you can't stop thinking about whatever it is you walked away from. You're not investing in it. You're not expressing yourself towards whatever this is, but you can't stop thinking about whatever this is. And that's your justice. It's like something didn't work because you walked away from it. You gotta listen. If you know that's for you, if you know your shoe size, you feel me? You may not be emotionally confused because it's like what you walked away from. What? Hold on. But this is justice. It's like you thinking about the opportunity you missed because of something or whether that something was your own self or someone outside of you. Your best friend made you miss an opportunity. Almost, it's like because they were hurt or hurt people. So it's like you were in a relationship and you and your partner and then the third person outside of you. It could have been someone you held close to you. It's like they were hurt in some way, shape, or form. So they expressed themselves towards you, and then your partner walked away from you. And now that your partner walked away from you, you're looking at your friend as not a good long-term investment. So you're separating from your friend, your best friend. And then at the same time, it's like you can't stop thinking about what you lost. Ayo, if this is for you, you gonna know that. I'ma fuck with you though. What song is this? Really, really? Yeah, see, I'm telling you, thinking a lot. You can't stop thinking about something, Gemini. And in the end, it's like you lost your relationship and you lost a friend. You feel me? So put your foot in the shoe that fits you. I'ma fuck with you.